To 8 p.m. last night, we had 1,035 cases of community transmission, and regrettably 5 people lost their lives. And again, we extend our deepest condolences and sympathies to the family and loved ones of those 5 individuals, which Dr. Chant will provide greater detail on. The New South Wales Government is well on the way to producing additional work as we inch towards a 70% double dose and 80% double dose vaccination to get all of us ready for what it means when we hit those targets. And today I'm pleased to have Minister Dominello with me. Minister Dominello, as you know, is the Minister in charge of our Customer Service Division and Service New South Wales, and he is busily working with the Commonwealth to get access to the data which will allow New South Wales to have our vaccine passport through the New South Wales or Service New South Wales app. And Minister Dominello will discuss where we're up to with that, so that when we hit that 70% double dose, irrespective of when it is, we're ready to roll out that vaccine passport. I wanted to again assure our business community that the New South Wales Government will have a similar compliance regime to before the Delta outbreak. We'll make very clear what responsibilities individuals and businesses have in making sure everybody complies to the rules. It won't be very different to what happened beforehand, but of course, as we get closer to that time, we'll remind everybody what the expectations are of business, government and individuals working together to ensure that's the case. The New South Wales Government is also busily working on our 80% roadmap. So we've obviously put out our 70% double dose roadmap, which we expect will start implementing very excitingly somewhere in the middle of October. And we'll know obviously closer to that time. And then obviously the next step after that is what does life look like at 80% double dose vaccination? And if it's up to Dr. Kerry Chant and I, we'd like to see at least 90-something% of our community adult 16 and over have at least 90-something% first dose by the time we get to that. And in all likelihood, we are looking towards seeing those healthy figures. I again want to thank the people of New South Wales for being so patient. There's not long to go now. It's been a hard slog. But I think all of us can see the light, and all of us can't give up and get too complacent at the last hurdle. We have to stay with the program for the next few weeks, make sure that we follow all the rules, that we get ourselves vaccinated, and what we're looking at in particular is to make sure where there are pockets of communities that for whatever reason have low vaccination rates, that we try and target those communities depending on the supply we have of the vaccine, but also making sure that everybody has access to the vaccine before we open up. Dr. Chant will now give the health update, and Minister Dominello will talk about the news around the vaccine passport and other Service New South Wales developments. Thank you.
There have been 1,035 locally acquired cases of COVID reported in New South Wales to the 24 hours to 8 p.m. last night, and no overseas acquired cases. Again, testing levels were very high at 133,839.